welcome to another session on the Redwood theme. Well, it's actually not about the Redwood theme this day. We see the 24.6 login page, and also later versions of Siebel CRM will have an updated login page. So you're looking at the login page for Siebel Web Tools, which is completely vanilla, and it has an updated look and feel with a nice Redwood background and new fonts and styling. So what if you have a custom login page in previous versions of Siebel CRM, and now Oracle has also modified the login page, so the results might be garbled and not okay visually, so you have to add additional effort to your update to fix your login page. And the reason why you have to fix this is probably you just went the easy route and modified the vanilla login.css file or the vanilla web template, and now Oracle made changes and those changes clash with yours. So of course you're better than that, I hope. And here's an example of a custom login page for Siebel Call Center. So there are a few tricks here. And this is completely custom, which means that we have a custom CSS file, a custom background graphic, of course, and we also have custom JavaScript running here in the background that does a few things. And also behind the scenes, we have complete customized login page. So let me, of course, explain how you get there to a login page which is truly yours. And even when Oracle makes changes to the vanilla login page again, then most likely these changes will not pass through your customization. So let's log into Web Tools. And the first thing we look at is how Siebel applications like Universal Agent, in my case, are actually choosing their login page. So there is quite an array of references to web pages in an application, and you're sure familiar with that. So there's the container web page, the arrow web page, and here is the login web page. And you can see I have a custom login web page here, and also the log off acknowledgement web page, which is usually the same login page. So you log off and you get back to the login page. Makes sense. So you can see that I made a change to the application and registered a custom login page. So let's drill down on that custom login page. It's actually a copy of the vanilla login page. So vanilla login pages you can find, they all use the same web template. So be careful here, web template is not the same as web page. So the web page, like the CC login page, login only, which is the vanilla one for call center, that one uses the vanilla login web template. But I have copied that, and I made no other changes other than, of course, before that, having copied the login web template into a custom one. So I have a complete custom web page and a custom web template. So I copied the login web template and I got a custom web template, BCRM login, and I did some changes to the code, very slight changes actually. I didn't, of course you can go all in, now it's your web template, you can make bold changes like completely change the HTML or add more stuff here, add diffs that you later address in style sheets or whatever. But I want to keep things simple, so it's basically the vanilla with 2 additional lines. Those 2 lines I highlight here, which is a reference to my custom login CSS file. Notice I have still a reference to the vanilla CSS file. So whenever Oracle makes changes to that one, they will probably pass through to my login page. If you don't want that, of course, you can start by copying the login CSS file and just have your own custom CSS file, and it's completely yours then. So your mileage might vary here. And I've also added an include script for a custom JavaScript file because, well, we can do that because we can run some JavaScript to enhance the login experience even further. So these 2 lines is all that I added after copying the vanilla login web template. And then let's just retrace our steps. I copied the vanilla web page, and in the copy I associated my custom web template, and back to the application I then was ready to register the custom web page as the login web page and log off acknowledgement web page. Now, interestingly, you're making changes on the login page level and also application level. So you have to deliver those. You can't really inspect that workspace on the login page, right? So you have to deliver those in the workspace, in the integration workspace or main that the object manager is using. And you also have to bounce the object manager to completely pass through. Now I'm referencing 2 custom files here. So let's check out these files. I place them in the usual place. So files, Siebel webroot files custom now holds my bcrm login.css file. We'll take a look at that in a moment. And also I have Siebel webroot script, Siebel custom, and I have a bcrm login.js file. So, and obviously let's log out of WebTools to see the vanilla experience in 24.6 and higher. Obviously I made some changes, so you can see I changed the background image, I changed the appearance of the login form, and also I added a version number to the application that of course should be reflecting the real Siebel version, not be hard-coded anywhere. And I also removed the accessibility button and added a visit the Siebel Hub link. So why not, right? So yeah, that goes to Siebel Hub. So you're probably most interested in, of course, the code. So here it is. So let's start with the CSS. So you basically go and identify the diffs like with the class CBUI login body, where the standard CSS references the new standard background, and I have an image in images custom. Notice the relative path to images custom, and that's beautiful Vienna, the city of Vienna by night, by the way. So that image file you have to place, of course, in the correct folder location, which would be images custom, and there it is. And there's some background acrobatics here to have that fixed at all times, have a background color, and of course it's CSS, so millions of ways to enhance the experience for users. So let's do, for example, here add a blend mode with the background color, and also the login container. I changed the border radius, for example, and we can move that to, well, that will move it to the right because it establishes margin right, and the other two are pretty self-explaining. So I made a few changes to this custom file, and of course you can start developing by reloading that. Of course you have to do a hard reload for that one. Yeah, and well, it looks slightly different now. The background blend is an interesting effect. Still, we have a fully functional login page. So how do I add the version number, for example? So that, of course, has to be retrieved dynamically. So this is where the vanilla JavaScript comes in. So this is a very plain JavaScript file. When the login page is loaded, there's no libraries loaded as jQuery, etc. You can, of course, include them. It's a little bit overkill to load jQuery for a login page, maybe. Just my thinking. So I have a function here, which I call with a little bit of a timeout to give the Siebel logic, which is also scripted, some leeway, some yield for that one. And I'm hiding. You can do your JavaScript magic. I'm finding the login footer and setting that to display none. Could be done differently, could be hidden in the template, but I want to show some JavaScript stuff here. You can dynamically add some stuff like the custom link to the Siebel Hub. That also could be in the web template, of course, but could be a dynamic link for something, or you could retrieve data and show it, which is actually which we do with the Siebel version. We retrieve the information using fetch and retrieve one of the smaller script files like sieb.js, and they all have a version number right after the Oracle copyright notice. So I'm doing some splitting here, maybe not truly elegant, but I get the version number, and then I grab the title and concatenate the text. So this is, of course, a very educational example. Your mileage might vary a lot here, but those two files together accomplish a nice, cozy, hopefully, login experience for your users. And also, when the users have a different zoom level, you see that the background, for example, stays here, which is what the vanilla background doesn't do. Okay. So, yeah, there's that. A custom login page is possible, either completely custom CSS or custom JavaScript, or building upon the Oracle vanilla CSS, which I did by copying the entire chain, copying the login web page, copying the login web template, combining those and adding them to your application. So thanks for watching, take care, and have fun with the login page.